The day after the Adam Project premiered, it was announced that Sam Levy, who directed the Adam Project, and Free Guy, is directing Deadpool 3. I thought a little bit about it. I said, if we're getting a R-rated Disney Marvel Cinematic Universe Deadpool from Sam Levy and Ryan Reynolds, you know what? Go ahead, take my money. What's poppin' YouTube? It's Q, back at it again, another Q Reviews. Today I am reviewing The Adam Project. It stars Ryan Reynolds, Zoe Saldana, Mark Ruffalo, Jennifer Garner, and it also introduces Walker Scobell. And the best way to really describe this movie would be, I would go with a nostalgic 80s coming of age movie, sci-fi, but it also has like that family dynamic, but most importantly, it has a huge Disney blockbuster budget. And so I'll tell you what I liked about it and tell you just a couple things I didn't really like about it. One of the things that I really liked about this movie, I really liked the visual effects in this movie. I thought that number one, it flowed well. Things really looked great. They had a very good hue going on in the movie, so I thought that it looked great. But the visual effects, as far as the jets, the nanotech, nothing was choppy. It all looked good, so I really enjoyed that. Another thing that I really liked the acting in this movie. Of course, it flowed well. It's Ryan Reynolds. You can't go wrong. I'm not the biggest fan of Jennifer Garner, but in this movie, she showed me she has the ability. She has the resume, of course, but she has the ability to be in a good film. Mark Ruffalo does this really good job of playing like the dad type, science nerd type dad. It works for him. I want to see him in more roles like this. It was almost like his character Lewis Reed was like the exact same person as Bruce Banner. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot. And also Walker Scobell, he's up next for the next breakout character or actor. He's good. That's a talented kid. Can't wait to see more of his movies as well. The last thing that I really liked about this movie, I really enjoyed the pacing. It was great. They didn't waste time getting to major plot points, and I enjoyed that. Like, give it to us and let's keep going. I enjoyed that a lot. The things that I didn't like, first I'll say I didn't really care too much for the script. I think that it might have relied too much on Ryan Reynolds' style of comedy, and I compare it to how Star Wars didn't rely much on Harrison Ford's style of comedy. Even though he was the comedic relief, he didn't have to carry the film. They weren't waiting for the Harrison Ford lines because it's funny. They were waiting for his lines because it was purposeful to the film. Not saying that Ryan Reynolds wasn't purposeful, it's just the way that the script navigates, it's almost like you're waiting for his next line, because it's like, oh, it's time for the Ryan Reynolds response. I don't know. It was a little lazy. Another thing that I didn't really care for, even with the nostalgic feels, the Adam Project, it takes sci-fi and makes it a little bit more complex than what it needed to be in this movie. And so I also noticed we're clearly in the era of quantum physics, nanotechnology, the multiverse. And it's just become common vocabulary for a science fiction film these days. I'm not gonna fault the movie for that. It's just we're in that era, and it's very noticeable in this movie. Very noticeable. I thought the movie was gonna tackle time travel a little bit more than what it did, and so yeah, I don't know. The last thing I didn't like, in the third act, the movie got a little predictable. It's a family film, but I don't know. I just feel like the script might have been a big issue for this movie. I think if it was tweaked a little bit, this movie could be perfect. So overall, I do give this movie, I'll say an 8.5 out of 10. The script, I'm not gonna hold too much like depth on it because I enjoyed it. I still had a fun time, but I do think as a film critic or someone who analyzes films differently, it had major missed opportunities. It's also definitely a Ryan Reynolds prototype type of movie. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just it gets to a point where this isn't a groundbreaking Ryan Reynolds performance. Like, I wouldn't tell someone this is the movie you need to see in order to be convinced that Ryan Reynolds is a great actor. But I will say this is a great introduction to science fiction for the next generation. So comment in the comment section, let me know your thoughts. What did you think of The Atom Project? It's streaming exclusively on Netflix, so also make sure to like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell to be notified on all of the new videos that are coming out in the near future. Also, follow the socials in the description, subscribe to CltrStudios, follow all of their socials as well. And until next time, it is your boy Q. Thank you for watching, be safe, tell someone you love them, and peace.